All right, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Appreciate everybody for rocking out with us. Happy Memorial's Day to everybody, and hopefully the barbecue was good and the day is great to you before we head back to work and school week. On this Monday, we talking about Free Press today, man. And if you don't know, I'm pretty much boycotting Detroit News for right now for what they did about the Matt Patricia story, man, and that wasn't cool at all. So shout out to the Free Press. I'll link the article in the description. They released their power rankings, for each team, all 32 of them, I believe it is. And the Lions came in at number 15. Now, we're going to talk about this and the teams that's ahead of them. Obviously, we know about the few teams that's behind them. And, let's talk about the teams that's ahead of them and say yay or nay to the teams that's ahead of them. I haven't really looked too far past this, so just the front of them are the Tennessee Titans. They went 9-7 this past year, and apparently they got new uniforms. The AFC South is cooking. The Titans is a solid team. Defense is coming up really, really good. Offense is lacking. Is desiring more better quarterback play, but also playmakers as well. So, I say the Lions on par with the Titans right now, man. I'm just gonna say they on par with them, man. The Houston Texans. Obviously, if Deshaun Watson come back, I think they're a better team than us right now on paper. Watson was tearing the league up, and then the defense came around and towards the end of the year. So I give the Texans just I give them an edge above us because that defense is nice, especially if J.J. Watt can come back healthy with, what's the guy's name? With Jadeveon Clowney and the rest of the crew. At 12, they got the Carolina Panthers. They beat us last year. Cam Newton finally got healthy when he played us, but I think they're on par with us. I don't think they're better than us, in my opinion. It says that they 11-5 last year. This is new year. I just don't see them being like way better than us, 3 spots better than us. I don't see that, man. I think they're right on par with us, man. If Cam Newton get healthy, I guess that's what they're banking on. I'm not sure about the additions they had, so. Dallas Cowboys 11, absolutely not. I don't see that. Like I said, I think they're on another team that's around the same tier as us. I don't see them being the 11th best team in the NFL. Especially with losing Jason Witten, losing Dez Bryant, which he really wasn't nothing. But they don't really have any playmakers. Allen Hurns, Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley. I mean, Scott Linehan still the offensive coordinator. Ezekiel Elliott is a beast. We played him this year as well. But, defensively wise, man, I don't see it. And they brought a new defensive coordinator. I just think they're another team that's in the same bracket as us. I don't see them being the 11th best team in football, man. Let me know if you disagree with some of these. I mean, I'm open-minded. I'm not going to say my word is Bible. But number 10 is the Kansas City Chiefs. We know they went 10-6 last year. They lost a lot of talent. Tom Lee, he was older. He's gone. Marcus Peters gone. But Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback who actually beat out Baker Mayfield at Texas Tech, is the quarterback. And, they got a lot of hope and praise for him, man. And I seen at the end of last year, he definitely got an electric arm. But, again, he's still a rookie quarterback. They got Kareem Hunt. And they still lacking some weapons over there. They got the tight end, Travis Kelce. But, like I said, they still lacking, receivers. But, like I said, that's another team that I think the Lions are better than Chiefs. Just going based on the transition mode, they're going with a rookie quarterback, and they lost some stuff on defense, man. D Ford hasn't produced neither, man. He's outside linebacker from Auburn. I don't see them being the 10th best team in football. This is just my opinion right here, man. And the rankings are the Free Press's rankings, So they writers got together and and did this, man. For some reason I've kind of deviated off of the path. So give me 1 second. I hit the wrong button, and we're gonna roll through it again, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, I don't see the Kansas City Chiefs being that much better than this, man. Seattle's behind us, Los Angeles behind us. So a lot of them teams, I think should be behind us. So we continue to go forward. The number 9 best team is the Atlanta Falcons. I can agree that's a better team than us. Even though we almost beat them last year, we got cheated, but. Matt Ryan getting paid $150 million with like $100 million guaranteed. They got a lot of weapons, man. So I can't fault them for being ahead of us. They underachieved last year. which I thought we beat them. But going into this year, they added one of the better receivers in the draft, in Calvin Ridley. Their defense is young and they're another year experience. So, I think that team is. I'm not saying that they're extremely better than the Lions, extremely better. I just think they're better right now. They got a lot of firepower and talent, man. Number 8, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They re-signed Blake Bortles. I don't understand that. I don't know why they would re-sign him, but overall, that's a good team. Talent, defensive wise, I think they're better than us, but due to they quarterback, I think they're a tad bit overrated. It's hard to say, man. I wouldn't say they're a lot better than Lions. I put them in the same tier just because of Blake Bortles. They're in the same bracket as us, but I wouldn't say they're the number 18, the 8th best team in the NFL. I wouldn't say that. Just based on Blake Bortles, they didn't improve and upgrade the quarterback position. Number 7, a usual suspect, the Green Bay Packers. They proved the quarterback theory. They need a quarterback and all that. I don't know, man. Their defense is so suspect, man. They so suspect. We talked about this the other day on the live stream. Their defense is so suspect. And Rodgers is 34 and he been getting injured too often. They added Jimmy Graham. They got rid of Jordy Nelson. They going to feature more Randall Cobbs and Geronimo, Devontae Adams and stuff like that, people of that nature. So I wouldn't have them as the 7th best team just off the defense. But you know what? They got that bad man Aaron Rodgers back, so that's why they rank so high. So number 6, the Los Angeles Rams. This is basically going off paper. They added Talib. They added Marcus Peters. But, what's the kid name? Aaron Donald was holding out. He held out last year, and he still played good. They got Ndamukong Suh. They lost the middle linebacker Ogletree. They traded Robert Quinn away, so they lost something to get some. But I think the NFL will catch up to their offense this year. I think they'll figure out Jared Goff. I don't think this team is probably going to be as good as it is on paper. Whenever you throw all that talent together like that, remember the Eagles did it. Remember the Saints threw some talent together, bringing in Jarius Burton, the rest of them defensive guys. For some reason on defense, it don't work. We played them as well, and Ndamukong Suh come back to Ford Field as well this year. But, on paper, I don't have no problem with them being higher than us. They got a lot of talent. Number 5 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben said he want to pay 3 more years or 4 more years now that they drafted a quarterback. I think he was talking about all that retirement stuff last year. I don't have a problem with the Steelers being higher than us. They're a good organization. We almost beat them last year, too. Came up a little bit short. But I don't have a problem with the Steelers being better than us, man. They got a lot of firepower. Le'Veon Bell, which he probably hold out. Antonio Brown, Big Ben, and, hopefully, defense is a little bit suspect. Hopefully they can fix that for their sake. Number 4 is the Minnesota Vikings. They added Kirk Cousins to already a star-studded offense. But the thing I mentioned yesterday in the live stream, talk about the NFC North again. You got to remember, that same team was looking regular with Sam Bradford, and when they got Case Keenum in there, they look pretty good because Case Keenum can make stuff happen with his legs. He's elusive. He can improvise on his feet. Kirk Cousins doesn't have that feature. So if they don't block well for Kirk Cousins, create a clean pocket, he will not, be as effective as Case Keenum is. But I don't think they're the 4th best team in the NFL, though, man. I don't trust Kirk Cousins, man, but he's a good quarterback. I think he's legit. But I just think in big games, he tend to turn it over, and, he just don't put fear in me. I like the Pittsburgh over them, man. I like Pittsburgh over them. But they up there, though. New Orleans Saints, number 3. Mark Ingram got suspended for PEDs, but I think they got a good team. I think Drew Brees a year older. His arm looked a lot weaker last year. It's another team that we got blew out by and came back and made it a game. But they're a solid team, and I don't have no problem with them being number 3. But I think it's going to be some teams that they got up here that's going to slide. And Drew Brees is, I think, he got an expiration date on his ass real soon. Excuse my French. 2 New England. We already know about the New England Patriots. They're a good franchise, man. We played them as well this year on Sunday or Monday Night Football. Tom Brady a year older. The defense really ain't had no improvements. They lost Malcolm Butler. Well, we know Bill Belichick is a genius, and Matt Patricia wouldn't mind, putting a whooping on Bill Belichick himself. And the Philadelphia Eagles are number 1. Obviously, they got Carson walking to him, Wentz coming back in my chin, a sharp voice. I had a problem with Philly being number 1, but it's going to be some shakeups. Every year it's a surprise team. Every year it's a surprise team that falls from the top of the top 5 or in the top 10 and fall to the bottom of the league. But some of those teams like the Cowboys and the Chiefs, and I don't see them being, better than the Lions. I see them being in the same, bracket as us. But I think 15 is pretty much fair for the Lions. I mean, they was 9-7 last year. Didn't have any great free agency splashes to the naked eye. But if they get to running that ball, I can see and Matt Patricia can manage the game and really put his imprint on his imprint on his team. I can see the Detroit Lions, going real far as far as making progress and winning playoff games. So we'll see, man. We'll see. This will be a good season, man. I think the Lions are properly ranked at the middle of the pack, but I think it's all on paper. So when the season comes, we'll see where they go to. Now, let me know what y'all think about these rankings. I linked the Detroit Free Press News article with the rankings into the description so you can see the teams below him. But, I think the Lions are on the rise, and I think Patricia will do an excellent job. But Motor City Sports Talk, we out.